All right, let's start streaming. Hell yeah, I think we're good. Hopefully, we'll start things off with this one. Hopefully this is all working. Stoked to be back on the demo stream, folks. Today, bunch of new music to share, and I can't wait to hear what you guys been working on. Let's go.
Hey, time out. Y'all know what to do. I'm out.
Hey, Shufflin Zombie, Adam Who and Why, Doshi, bunch of folks. What's up, gang?
Time out. Y'all know what to do. I'm out.
Hey, thank you guys. This one's coming out in May 25th, I do believe. If I check my calendar correctly. 24th, my bad. What is up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in this fine Thursday afternoon. Good to see some new faces in the chat for the first time. Sick. "9 a.m. in Arizona." That's how we're kicking it off. Oh, this is the end of your night, man. You were working the night shifts. All right. All right. Well, we won't keep you up too late, bro. I love it. This stream is always worldwide. 6 p.m. in Paris. Yeah. Where's everybody tuning in from right now? Let me know in the chat where you're tuning in from. Vibrancy AM, man, California. All right. Good to see some Halifax folks around here too. Some East Coast gang. Hell yeah. Okay. Who should we start off with then? Should we for staying up after the night shift? All right. I'm looking for your submission. Where are we? Oh, Cisco, Shufflin Zombie. Here we go, bro. I got you. We'll pull yours up first, man. Because you stayed up. You did the whole night shift, and now it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and you're just tired, man. I don't know why. Let's go. All right. We got some folks. UK, Denver. I love it. Jess is in Dartmouth. Let's go. Dance all night. Love it. I'm gonna kind of breeze through some drum intros, folks. That's how it's done. Maybe. I like this. The vibe, 10 out of 10 vibe. Cool. I feel like you could have some automation here to kind of like maybe auto filter out some of the highs on the high end, maybe some volume on those drums. Maybe the drums don't need to be as forward in this mix. Also, maybe something to fill out that low end, even if it's really, really quiet, like a Reese or something, or some sort of sine wave sub in the lows. Just something, just a little bit. Very subtle. Sick. Wow. Dope. Okay, so excellent tune, man. Vibes on point. I think it's some tiny little things that I would do to maybe touch this up is I think some of those drums that you have there are a little bit They're two things. One, I feel like there's not a lot of mid-range happening, so you have some room for some mid-range perky elements. Two, I think some of the hats feel like they're a little washy and a little loud, and I think maybe if you're in Ableton, the Beats Mode transient trick, so like bringing in some of the tails of some of those drums to make them a little tighter, a little snappier, especially some of those hats. I think if they were a little tighter, a little snappier, maybe some of the auxiliary hats maybe turned down a little bit. I think it might feel just a little tighter in the mix. Yeah. The vocal feels a little thin too. Maybe it's a little bit too much high end. Maybe you can open up a little bit and you can give it a little bit more like low mids as well. Really like the vibe of this one though. It's a cool tune. So big ups, Shufflin Zombie. Stoked to see you next weekend in Phoenix, man. That gig's gonna be fucking stoked. Fucking sick. I'm very, very, very stoked. I haven't played in a few weeks, so I'm eager to get out there. So hell yeah, bro. Thanks for sending in. Appreciate it always. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. I'm just reading the chat. Inchworm stream until 1:30. Should we wait until? We'll at least wait till they get here then. To pull up your tune. Okay. Do we have to send the submission in the chat only? Your submission should go through the form that is on the link tree. There's a special demo submission form for this stream, which is separate than the track stack that we use for our vibrancy demos, right? So if you sent it through the track stack, that's the wrong one. Make sure you send it. It's like a JOT form that you got to fill out. That's all. All right. Okay. Let's. I see my homie EHJ. AJ, buddy. AJ. Let's pull it up. Alex, bro. Hope you've been well, man. Been a minute. Let's submitting a collab here with our other homie Free Will. Sick. All right, this one's called Pop 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 V4. Let's check it out.
Throw it down. Throw it down.
non-stop. Go ahead and lose control. I know you want it more. The beat's about to break. What the heck you waiting for? So
Go down, throw it down. Go down, throw it down.
Cool. I love this artwork. Just collab. That's what this is. Hilarious. Okay, so I think this is really cool. I think the vocals feeling a little wet to me, so it's got a little bit too much verb, a little too much delay. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I feel like if this whole track was a little drier, you can probably accentuate that bass a little bit. Because I think what's happening is that the bass is very forward. It carries a wide range. It has all the lows. It has all the mids. It's got a bunch of high end. It's kind of like a bass house kind of bass. And the vocals also taking up a bunch of space. And then the reverbs on top of that is taking up a little bit of space. I think something's like got to drop out a little bit. Maybe if you want it to be like real spacey and reverby, maybe you cut out some of the highs and some of the mids of the bass and make it a little bit more subby, or other way around, maybe bring the vocal a lot more drier. I just think with this bass and this vocal, they're still fighting for space. So you got to figure out, separate them somehow. A cool way that you could try separating them is have the vocal be super, super mono and like spread the bass really, really wide, or vice versa. Have the vocal be really wide and the bass be really mono. And then try and do some mid-side EQing to kind of accentuate that and have the vocal pop out on the sides a little more and less in the middle. You can use some mid-side EQ to separate them that way a little bit. But yeah, I would definitely make it a lot drier, and less reverb, less delay. As far as like the overall track and the groove, I think there's also some room for some like more volume automation and sort of just accentuation to like make those moments that make them hit that much harder. It feels like everything's pretty slammed and pretty mastered and pretty squashed right now that it's all sort of the same volume. Null Tones saying a vocal stutter could be cool in the drop instead of the full vocal. Yeah, that's not a bad idea as well. Like get it real dark and techie with it kind of deal. Hell yeah. Cool. Well done, dude. Thanks for sending in. Appreciate it. Always dope to hear some tunes from you, my guy. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on. Null Tone, for such awesome feedback, should we pull up your tune? Let's do it. Let's pull up Null Tones. Alrighty. Hard groove. Alright, skip a little bit of this drum intro. Oh, Jay Crusoe in the chat. Jay's at home geeking about this one. Sick. Yup. Yup. More of this shit. Let's go. Uh-oh, when you know in the chat. Thanks for coming through, homie. Woo! Slay Crusoe. Whoa, bro. Null Tone, man. This is fucking awesome. I'm just vibing now. That piano's a little loud, baby. Maybe more sidechain or something. Yeah. Okay, this is great. I'm bopping. I'm vibing. I think I don't have too many notes, man, because I do love it. I think it could use like a couple more just memorable moments. So it's just sort of things that happen once throughout the track that don't really repeat or aren't really part of the groove. I felt like it was maybe missing that one or two. Maybe it's like a pre-drop vocal, or maybe it's just a little synth lick or stabs or some sort of just like moment. The groove is fire. Mix wise, it was sounding pretty solid to me. I think, like, if anything, maybe less saturated on the sub and the bass. I think it could just be a much cleaner. It could be a little cleaner. I can tell that you've really sort of distorted and slammed the hell out of that bass, especially you can hear it in the mid range. Maybe just a little cleaner. Maybe just the sub itself could be slightly cleaner, like the actual sine wave tone at the bottom. But overall, man, the energy on this, phenomenal. I want, like, yeah, you guys all know that I'm on this hard groove kick for sure. Yeah, keen to sign some more music and stuff like this too. So, Null Tone, bro, like, keep up this wave for sure. I love it. I love it. Okay. Hell yeah. So many new folks in the chat. What is up? Okay. Let's keep on keeping on. All right. Let's pull up Leah Lorado. Did I say that right? I hope I did. I just loved the comment of Slay Crusoe, and now that's all I want to call him now. It's just Slay Crusoe. From Denver, I do believe you said. I love Denver so much. I hope to be back soon. Okay, this one's called Move. Let's check it out. Sick. Sick. I love the little background textures. They kind of remind me of like a jungle or something. But they fit in with the groove, the little wibbly wobblies. Cool. I think if maybe you could progress a little quicker. Maybe just having other perk elements kind of come in, or even just if there's like a little perk hit with a bunch of delay on it, little effects to kind of keep it moving along. Charlotte next week, Phoenix next week. Can't wait. Vocal fire. There's some room for some other little bits here, either like little lead stabs, little effects, maybe like the perk groove gets like moved on. I feel like the right into the drop was sick, and then we were into it, and I was like, I just want just something a little more. It's so you got the kick and the bass and the groove on lock though, for sure. It sounded great.
Do the funky groove, do the beat.
Your main hat feels maybe like it could be layered with one that just carries a little bit more weight to it, a little bit more mid-range, a little like the one that's there feels quite wide and maybe a little thin. It might have some processing on it. I think just like a more mid-rangey, chunkier, super dry, super mono, chunky hat might sit in there nicely and give it a little bit more support. Great work though. Love the tune. You nailed that vibe. I think with some more lead bits, some other elements that just happen once throughout the track, it'll polish up very nicely. Thanks so much for sending in a tune. I thought it was great. Love it. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on, folks. All right. Who should we pull up next? I never know what Donner's going to submit. What did you say you submitted? Baseline. Is that what you sent in? I don't know. I can just see you guys chatting away. So let's. I'm curious what it could be. Let's pull it up.
I've been
Oh hell yeah. Bouncy. Those like hats that just came in there in that second bit, I just want a little tighter, a little shorter. They're sick though. I love the space they take up. They're mixed very well.
I've been losing my mind, losing. I've been losing my mind, losing.
You have room for some like pads, atmospheric texture sort of stuff. Even if it's really, really quiet background sort of stuff, it just felt a little empty in that department. Oh, no genre. We like everything, man. DMB's great. Can't wait. Sick. Maybe this is just my own taste. I don't love the sort of like real synthy boxiness of the kick. Hey, thanks, Space Case. Appreciate it. But yeah, the transient on it sticks out a lot. It's like not a real clicky one. It's kind of has a lot of mid range to it, a lot of high end in it, and it feels like it's real, like a clock, like a knock. That kick. I'd just be curious to hear this track with one that's just a little tighter, a little less I don't know, wide and long as that one is. A little less knocky, a little more thuddy. I'd just be curious to hear just a couple different kick drums, because I think the rest of the song was incredible. But that also, the one that you have in there doesn't sound bad. This is maybe more just a taste thing. The track is excellent though. Let me keep on listening. I want to see what else we can come up with. This section's cool. I want to, if you can really like accentuate that, how the groove's changing. Maybe like you drop out one of the hi-hats for a second, maybe some like reverse and change up some of the drums a little bit so that you can really accentuate that you've changed up the groove there. Really make it a switch up a little bit more. It's cool. Yeah, this is excellent, man. Maybe even like this section here. You have that woo woo, those like all those like 9th, 7th crazy chords. If you took those and maybe like made them a different pitch, maybe it was an octave lower just while you did that switch up, just something to indicate that section is completely new. Yeah, I think I think that's the move. That is the move. Thanks so much, bro, for sending in. Always love hearing what you're cooking up. And each time, it's crazy. You've been sending in for like, it seems like maybe a couple of years now. And every time it's just better and better and better and better. And that is the best part of why I love doing these things. Because you guys, genuinely, it's so sick to watch you guys improve and progress. And I'm happy to lend my ears. Okay. All right. Who's up next? All right. Stoked to hear that Space Case demo. Let's do the Space Case demo because we appreciate the love, Space Case. Thank you from my neck of the woods here on the East Coast of Canada. All right. So far, vibey. I think maybe the white noise and the down sweeps, those can come down a little bit. They don't need to be as forward in the mix. They can really do a lot with very, very, very low volumes. Whoa. Cool. Whoa. This is dirt. This is great. Okay. I loved that because it felt super fresh. Very, very fresh. And I love bass music if y'all don't know this stuff. Yeah. I think in the drop, the kick could come up a little bit and maybe make sure that everything is kind of ducking out when that kick hits in terms of sidechain. I think it could really like. Yeah, it could just knock a little harder in that drop when that 808 comes in. You can like almost use it like an effect. Like that kick is stomping down and everything else is sucking out and then popping back in. Little bit more sidechain on that stuff. Other than that, maybe to turn it up a little bit. Like this felt really, really solid. There might be a little bit too much like sub, but maybe not. No, it looks okay. Yeah, just turn that kick up a little bit, have everything not drop out even further, really have that kick be that big emphasis, and yeah, really, really cool track. I really like the uniqueness of it. So thanks a ton for sending in. Really appreciate it, and hell yeah, let's run it. Let's run it. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. The worm is in the chat. Should we pull up? Let's keep it on the East Coast for a second. We'll do inchworm and prognosis. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Appreciate you guys sending in a tune, and I'm excited that you guys are. Oh shit. Okay. Julian, it looks like you got to send in the private link. I think you sent a public link. But if you just want to resubmit it, the same thing, it'll show up here again, and I'll pull you guys up next. But yeah, so you just got to send in the private link, and then I'll load her up. Okay, let's see who's next. Estevan, I see you here. We do got it. House guest. Got it. Okay, let's pull up Forgotten Senses. I've seen you chatting here a bit. We'll do Forgotten. Believe in me. All right. All right. Skip through the drum intro a little bit. Ooh, Eli Brown remix? Or is it just the same vocal? That's the question. You got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? I love the Eli Brown tune. Sick. Little bit too much delay reverb on the vocals, I think. I think they could be a little drier, maybe a little louder. Oh my gosh, that's so it's okay, so is the vocal like the believe in something and the get the hole, are they from the same track? Martin Horgan has a song with it as well. No way. The Eli Brown one I have ripped in my sets a bunch, but this one has I like the energy on it more. You got to believe something. Why not believe in me? You got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? Believe. I want to see what it. Maybe a little bit less delay on the bass too. kick could maybe come up a little bit. Sick. You could do something more here. There's room to really sort of expand this. Feeling a little empty.
You got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? Something. Why not believe something? Why not believe in me? Believe in me.
Yeah, this is feeling pretty solid. I think it does need to like evolve a little bit more throughout, and kind of keep the energy and keep the tension. It feels like it you know, by the time we're in the second drop, I know what to expect and where we're at, and so yeah. But I do love the energy. The bass line is sick. Drums are sick. Energy's like on point. I actually feel like the core bones of this I like a lot more than the Eli Brown version, but I think it just needs a little bit more juice and a little bit more of a progression for it to keep going on. But fuck yeah, bro! I love the vibe. I love the vibe big time, and I'm stoked to hear more from you in the future. Hell yeah! Okay, let's see. Okay, Julian, I got your link, so we'll pull that up for next. Let's see. It looks like it's loading properly this time. Yeah, I got it. All right. So, this is your guys' first song, and that's actually incredible. My first song I ever made sounds like absolute garbage. Very, very bad. So, I'm sure this will be better than that. Sweet. I'm super impressed. Super impressed. Like, to have just to know all the different sounds to put in and have it actually feel like a full forming song. And I know you guys have only been at it for, a couple months, if that. Like, that's super impressive to have done. And so big ups there. I think, for this first while, the biggest things that are going to help you guys progress, two things. One is just trying to write as many different ideas as you can. A million different ideas over and over and over again. Some are going to sound good. Some are going to sound like shit. But right now, you guys are just exploring all the different possibilities, like all this next while, everything is going to be so new and so fresh, and so you just kind of got to get out there and explore. Oh, I could do something this way, or I could do something this way, or I could do something this way, or I could do something this way, and go about it. What if you're working on any specific track and you feel like you're getting stuck? The biggest thing that will help you is loading in, and people on the stream hear me talk about this every single time, but loading in like professionally mixed mastered music into your DAW and A/B comparing and referencing. And there, like, you really want to reference try and reference the levels of certain things, like how loud is their kick drum, how loud is my kick drum, how loud is their clap, how loud is mine. But also you can reference the arrangement. How long is their build up? How long is their drop? Where do they have a fill? Where do they have vocals? How long does the vocal play for? Does it loop or does it just happen once? There's all kinds of things that you can kind of pick up. And I'm not saying copy them, but they can inspire your track, or they can help you decide, wow, like maybe my kick isn't as loud as it could be. Maybe in this track specifically, I think you could have your drums be a lot more forward focused. So turn the kick up, turn the snare up a little bit, maybe the sub turns down a little bit. That'll help tons. The other thing that will help you guys out so much is when you're done, bounce out the song, listen to it on your headphones, listen to it on your speakers, listen to it in the car, and then while you're doing that, listen to some other music that's like super professionally done, that you admire, somebody that you want your music to kind of be of a similar quality to. Listen to that music, listen to yours on your headphones. Listen to that music, listen to yours on your speakers. Listen to that music and then listen to yours in the car. And like as many different systems as you can hear it on, and just make note, because it will sound, it might sound great in your headphones, but sound like shit in the car, and it might sound, totally different on different systems. And so you just need to make note of certain times. You're like, oh, wow. When I listened in the car, like the sub sounded crazy. Sometimes in our headphones, we aren't as good at monitoring the sub as you would on another system. So getting used to that and training your ears and stuff will help tons. Okay, big rant. But hopefully all that stuff will help. Because, right now, while you're just getting your feet wet, don't even worry kind of what the end product is going to sound like. The biggest thing that you can do is just write as many different songs as you can. And by the time you write your like 20th song, it's going to start sounding really, really solid. Cool. All right. Let's keep on keeping on. Sometimes I have actually done that. I've connected my car to the Bluetooth and produced in the car. Hilarious. My laptop to the Bluetooth. You know what I mean. All right. Thanks a ton for sending in. Should we pull up Who Am Why? Let's do it. Let's pull up Who Am Why. Adam's probably tuning in from work right now. I think he works in a kitchen, and I'm pretty sure he's probably just got this in his headphones or something. Streaming. I love it. This one's called The Vibe Collector. Kind of a cheesy name, but let's go. I like it, though. I can hear it. It's techno. At least kind of techno.
Vibe Collector.
Ooh. Adam, this is a new kick drum for you. I like it. This new kick sounds good on you. Vocals a little loud. Turn that down. Turn it down. Too loud. Wow. Fuck yeah. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Quos? Is that how it's pronounced? Am I saying that right? Quos? Big ups, bro. Oh, yo. I like this song a lot. Okay, I think the masters maybe are just a little squished on the whole thing. It feels like it's just everything's a little compressed, a little squashed. I think the vocal could come down a bit, but fuck yeah, this tune is sick. I like it a lot. Yeah, this is great.
Groove injector, I'm the art collector, beat selector.
This whole break's feeling quite loud. We can even see on the millimeters there that it's pretty squashed. So I just volume automate some of this stuff. It doesn't need to be as loud in the breaks. Just put a utility, turn the volume down on some of that stuff in the breakdown. Groove injector, I'm the art director, beat selector, dance inspector. Groove injector, I'm the art collector, I'm the art collector. Sick. Quas. Yeah, this is fucking sick. Definitely, I'm gonna download that. I'm gonna DJ that. I'm gonna play that as a song. That's sick. I like that a lot. Let's potentially chat about that song. Adam, that's definitely one of my favorites from you in a minute. Also, because it's just maybe a little bit more in my lane lately. But fuck yeah, I love it. People in the chat saying it's perfect. I do think the vocal could come down a little bit. The whole thing feeling a little squashed, but excellent stuff, man. K-Hole National Anthem. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's really funny. Okay, folks. Who do we? I'm going back up to the top of the list to see who submitted early on. KDS. That's a name. I don't know if I've heard. Yeah, KDS may have sent it before. Anyways, let's pull it up. KDS. Oops. There we go. It's a side piece on my way. Edit. Cool. Let's hear it. Skip the drum intro. I love it. Everyone's sending faster music now. It's amazing.
I've been standing still, upside down, feeling twisted inside out. I've been in the dark all my life. I'm attracted to your light. I'm locked into your mind.
I don't know how you're gating that, but I would just, if it's a dry wet or something, just slightly less gate. Because you can't really tell what they're saying at that point. It's just a little bit too gatey. I think some of the effects, the sweeps and the background elements and stuff, I think those are a bit loud. You can kind of turn them down a bit. Might be a little sub heavy. More, there might be some clashing stuff going on in the sub. Very cool. Yeah, I think some of those, effects elements, maybe a little bit too much compression, maybe they're a little bit too loud, maybe dial back some of the reverb on some of this stuff. But you got a lot of energy on the track. Solid stuff, my dude. Very solid stuff. That vocal's so catchy. Eh? Okay, this is for our boy at the gym, Hanu, man. Working out. This is a collab with Rambino, an artist that we've had on the label before, actually. Love that. I'm stoked. See Hanu next weekend, too, in Phoenix. It's sounding real housey. I love it. The texture on those drums is A1. I think bassline is maybe a little loud. I don't know. Maybe the mid-range on that bass could come out a little more. Maybe there's just like a white noise or something can go on top of it. Maybe it's just the hats and stuff could come up forward a little more too, maybe. But wow, this is sick. Kind of reminds me a little bit No Thanks kind of sort of vibe, but like a little bit like more like proper, a little bit more housey, a little bit more old school. I like it. I like it, man. That's a real cool one. I like the sample. I like the vocal a lot. Really mean, sick. I don't have too many notes for you, bro. You got a handle on this shit. You know what you're doing, man. You know what's up. So just keep doing you. You're really developing a sound for sure. Okay, Felipe, bro. I see you have submitted 2 tracks. I'm just gonna pull up the second one. That's my guess, is that you might want the second one. Yeah, we love No Thanks. Canadian fellas, our boys. All right, Felipe, All Night. Let's check it out. Oh. We need some moves for some moments for some fills where things cut out, cut back in a little bit. It's feeling like it's kind of just chugging along right now. Yeah, I think The kick needs to come out at times. I think we need to have just a little bit more progression from section to section to section, more distinct sort of phrasing. The kick and the bass are both feeling pretty solid. Maybe the kick is a little bit too long. Maybe it could be a little tighter, a little smaller. It feels like it's real stompy there. But yeah, I kind of want to hear how it like progresses a little bit more. Feels pretty busy in the mid range too. Yeah, really, I kind of like the kick and bass groove are wicked though. So lean into that a little bit more. I'm not sure I'm totally sold on some of like the synth works that you've done. It's working, but I think it needs a little bit more catchiness or a little bit more to help out the groove, or for it to kind of progress a little bit long. Hopefully I'm making sense here. Hopefully all this stuff makes sense. All right. Big ups though. I do like the vibe, and the kick and the bass groove is pretty solid. When you know saying the bass needs a bit more swing. Hey, yeah, that could definitely maybe lock it into the groove a little more. Good shout. Good shout. Should we pull up When You Know's track? I always love hearing what Sean is up to. Some of the dopest, coolest shit. Because he doesn't care what genres and stuff he makes. Okay, let's skip all this stuff. Send a Dropbox link, this guy. That's okay. Let's see what we got. When You Know. Ooh, okay. Those sexy, glitchy drums. Humor me and just like have a slight amount of release on that bass. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of release. Tiny bit. I love all the textureness and the grossness on the high end. Oh, hello. Sup, Wolfgang, When You Know? The bass is just feeling a little too crunchy. I want it to feel like a little warmer. Maybe it's like the mids are just feeling a little bit too in your face. I feel like I want it to be just like more warm sub and more crispy highs and less of that crunchy mid. I don't know. Really cool groove, man. This is feeling like it's bringing me back to Feed Me and Wolfgang, and that was like some of the first music I ever got into. Early Porter, very electro, love it. Yeah, I feel like maybe referencing some like drum and bass mix downs, like in terms of like very little mids and just more warm subs and high end, like high endy dirt. You have the dirt. It's just I'd be curious to hear it more with like the mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna reference Noisia than if I'm gonna reference Abstract. Hopefully that makes sense. If you know what I mean, you probably do. You get it. Cool. Very sick. Very sick, bro. Dude, you always crush it. Is the second drop totally different? Let's take a listen. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's cool. Love the switch up. You know I love a good switch up. You know I love a good switch up. Okay, while you're here, let's show the we started a whip. Sean and I, when you know. Let's share the whip. Let's share the whip. Complete whip. Ford Mustang. That's funny.
You're traveling to another dimension.
Whip vibes, big time.
Next stop, the Twilight Zone.
Okay, that's that. Anyways, don't know what will become of that, but it's yeah, that's a fun little whip. I actually love that little thing we've cooked up there, Sean. It's I don't know what it sounds like. Sounds like nothing I really know. Okay, Chris Mays, Slippery. Let's check it out. Back on the fun house vibe. Ooh. Those like chord synth flips with the squishy bass line. Woo! Love how the bass heads are coming out. Loving that last one. Well, you sent it to the right place, Chris. We like the fast shit here. Come on. I didn't even notice. I was like, this is just regular tempo to me now. I want to hear if the drums were put in like a little bit of a drum room reverb. They're feeling a little dry. This is sick, though. Bunch of energy. Like, the production on this is pretty simple, but the groove and energy, sick. Love those. This is sick. Big vibin'. I'd love to hear a little bit of a vocal or something. Maybe not, but I don't know. Sick. This would mix in well. Yeah. Chris, you fucking slammed it out of the park with this one, man. Let's hear this last drop. I'd almost make that your second drop and then have a more progressed along third drop, maybe. I don't know. Excellent work overall, though, man. I fucking love this tune. I love the energy. Love the groove. Yeah. Hell yeah. I think, yeah, you don't need a vocal, man. You don't. Uh-oh. Darren After joined at the correct time. Yeah, you did, bro. Chris Mays with a heater. That was a bop, man. All right. Big ups, Chris. That was definitely one of my favorite tunes I've heard from you for sure, man. Always appreciate you sending in. You send in every single time, I think, for the most part. And, yeah, appreciate it. Okay, who's up next? Let's pull up our boy, house guest, Estevan. Stoked to check out your tunes, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful Thursday. Oh, bro. You got to send me the private link. It looks like this one is the public one, and so we need the private one. So just resend it. Yeah. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Let's try and pull up. Adrian, we'll do Adrian. He's been chatting away there. Okay. Awakening. Okay. Folks, try to stay active in the chat, and I will. Oh, bro. I forgot about our homie here with the plane and the pilot's license. And now, this song is called Fuck Spirit Airlines. They lost my bag. This guy goes hard. I love it. It's a whole vibe. Like, take my money. Fuck Spirit Airlines. Fuck Spirit Airlines. Fuck Spirit Airlines. Sounds like a Who NY song.
I just wanna take control.
I think some of these things, like that synth that just came in, is just, I think you could take a little time leveling some things out. Some things feel really loud, some things feel a little quiet. I don't think everything needs to be as forward in your face and stuff. Bring some things down. Maybe some automation here. To maybe take out some of those lows as this is building, maybe bring the volume down as this is building. Simplify the structure. I think that's a good tip, Darren. Yeah, it does feel like it's kind of all over the place, and there isn't as much of a concrete direction. on this one. And so yeah, I think lock down that kick and bass, get those like sounding perfect, and then just try and insert all the other sounds and elements like on top of that foundation, especially levels wise, and then try and flex on some of the automation and the build up and the breakdown. You really want to emphasize it building. It doesn't all need to be super loud and in your face. Some of that stuff can maybe turn down in volume during the break. But yeah, dude, fuck yeah. The Fuck Spirit Airlines, They Lost My Bag. This photo of you with the pilot's license, bro. It goes hard, man. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on. Let's pull up Malintent. You've been here since the beginning of the stream. I appreciate you coming. And you were one of the first people chatting. I saw you there. Oh my gosh, folks. We had a bunch of wrong links. All right, Esteban, so resubmitted. Malintent, you got to resubmit your link, unfortunately, with the private link so we can open it up. You sent me the public one by accident. This one from Esteban is called Acid by Houseguest is his name. Good. A little busy, a lot of things going on. Dude, you got the elements, man. You got the elements, and yeah, big ups to you. Okay, so here's some tips I'm gonna give you here a little bit. So I think you're trying to do a little bit too much with this song. You're trying to, really, go big with the synths and have it just feels like it's going a few different directions. So I'd maybe try to dial back some things that aren't like particularly necessary. Some of those synth elements and effects elements and leads and all those things. Maybe dial back, figure out what is the core elements that make this song great. So, and oftentimes, start with the drums, bass line, lock the drums and the bass line in. Really, really solid. I think you could spend a little bit more time on the drum groove, on getting all that stuff to feel really light and exciting and bouncy and just really full. So you should be able to listen to just the kick, the bass, and your drum groove, and it should sound like it's like a full sort of song that's leveled and balanced, and you shouldn't need to feel the need to stick in a bunch of other stuff to make that feel full. So get that dialed in, and then as I said, all the other elements, all those synths and whatever else you want to add, maybe stabs or whatever, they can sit much quieter under the mix. Like they don't need to be super loud and in your face. And oftentimes when they are, that's when things start to feel a little bit busy, a little bit crazy. So maybe dial some of those back. Figure out what's super key. So even at the beginning here, I'd say we have this doo-doo, doo-doo. It's like a perk loop, maybe. Maybe it's in the drums. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. That's kind of has a melody to it. Then you have the bass line, and then you have an ARP, and then you have synths that are doing stabs. Like you don't need all of those at the same time. You can kind of pick one and really just try and have everything accentuate and accent that one. But fuck yeah, bro. Thanks so much for sending. I really appreciate you sending the tunes and tuning into the stream, supporting what we got going on, and you're well on your way, bro. It's sick to hear some tunes. Keep on keeping on, man. Love it. Okay, Darren Before sent us track. Should we listen to Darren Before's track? No, who was it? Malintent. We're missing. You got to resubmit. He will. Maybe I haven't seen it come up yet, but when I do, I'll pull it up. Let's see what Darren Before has been working on. This one's called Drama. Uploaded 7 minutes ago, so it's fresh. He's definitely working on it right now. Oh God, here we go. Darren, it looks like a big red sausage here, I'll tell you that. I think maybe the sub is a little loud. I want Darren now, yeah. Darren was chirping Super Saws. I saw him. He said earlier, he said, leave Super Saws. Please no Super Saws 2024. What was that, bro? This track is sick as fuck, as always. I think you could probably tighten up the mix. It feels like the sub is pushing it a little bit too much, and it's really bleeding in with the kick. There's not enough separation between the two. This is really cool, though. And I think that's also like causing you to not have a lot of room for that lead and stuff. It's feeling a little crushed. Oh, it's a Hoover. Sorry. My bad. I'm curious what this big build is like. The Hoover's sounding thin. And I think it's sounding thin because you don't have a lot of space, and you don't have a lot of space because the sub is too loud. That's my thoughts. So turn it down, widen that up. It's very cool. Yeah, you should fix all those things and then send it back, and then we'll release it because it's sick as fuck. dude, you don't miss, bro. You don't miss. You don't miss. Honestly, if you another option, you could just send me the stems and I could work on it and we could just turn it into a track. That could also be sick if you wanted to, because I would jump on that because it is very much up my alley. Food for thought. Food for thought. Because I think you work in Logic, if I remember. Or are you an Ableton dude? Maybe you are an Ableton wizard. If you're an Ableton, you can send me the project if you wanted. No pressure. The song's already almost done. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on, Darren. That's fucking nuts. Malintent. Oh, bro, you didn't send the you gotta send. This is your new link. You still, it's a public link. You need to send the private link. Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll keep on keeping on. Awakening. Let's pull that up. Awakening. I need to be awakening. Folks, what is up? Y'all. Oh, no, wait. Maybe. Did I not copy it right? Let me. Okay, good. That was my fault.
In the deep of the night, all I dream about is you. When I wake, you're the first thing that's on my mind. I'm bruised. When I lost you, I felt I was paralyzed. Couldn't move. Words you say cut so deep and they linger now. Without you. If you were here now, would I fall again? On my tears now, so I won't feel the pain.
Little loud on the vocal. All this stuff could probably come down in volume.
If you were here now, would I fall again?
Yeah, turn all that stuff down in the breaks so this drop hits a little louder. This is nice. Like to feel a little bit of separation between the kick and the bass a little bit more. They're bleeding a little bit. That vocals feeling loud and like too much verb, and I think it just needs to come down in the mix a little bit. Maybe even give it some side chain or some pump.
There's a strength that I found that can be without since you went away. Didn't think that I had any hope of ever being okay. There's a moment when my midnight turns to gray. If you were here now, would I fall again on my tears now? So I won't feel the pain.
I love this song. Like just the song as a whole, it's great. Yeah, this is great. I think, yeah, just turning some of those things little, just reference some other tunes for some levels. That'll help you out tons. It'll really give you a better idea. A/B compare how loud the vocals are on some other songs to yours, and yeah, I think, but quality stuff, man. Malintent, you got it with the last one. It looks like this third time's a charm, my dude. Let me check. You got it. We did it. Congrats. Concentrate. Well done. bunch of groove on this. Can someone please in the chat elaborate on why the word concentrate is so like in 1,000,000,001 techno tracks? Like, why is that? What is like? Do we need to focus when we're at the rave? Like, why was there a song? Like, I don't get it at all. It's the only good vocal on this place. That's not true at all. At all. There's like 1,000,000. I've heard 1,000,000. Yeah. There's no. Vibe on this is great. Feels a little sub heavy, so I think all the like drums and the mid range and the synths can come up a little bit. Basically, just everything that's like subby, bring that down. Anything is high right too. Kind of want to tilt the whole track a little bit towards the highs. You play this in the club, those subs are going to be too boomy. Great energy on this. Okay, here's my thoughts. The song is too good to use the concentrate vocal. The song is great, and the concentrate vocal is just like it works, right? So I think you can really level this up with a more unique vocal, something that like is a little bit more out there, a little bit fresher. Yeah, that plus, you know, kind of tilting the whole mix a little bit, bringing out the highs in the drums, bringing the drums up a little bit, so your hat and your clap and all that stuff can probably come up a little bit. Maybe bringing the low end down a little bit, bring the bass line down a little bit, EQ the kick a little bit. The synth work is great. Referencing some tunes will help you out immensely with some of that stuff, just to balance, you know, how loud should some of those things be. But yeah, really, really, really quality stuff. Love it. So keep on keeping on. I'm glad you sorted out the link there. And yeah, try some other vocals, man. It's too good of a tune to just throw in the concentrate vocal, man. Okay, thanks. Even if you say concentrate yourself, yeah, except for think of maybe a different word like anything else. I don't know. Maybe that's harsh. Maybe I'm being a little harsh. Why is that the one thing? I don't know. Okay, let's Blaze Orange, my dude. I don't know if I see your submission. I've looked for it a couple times here, and I'm just pulling off this list. Unless make sure that you've submitted a tune, because I see you chatting away, and I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's pull up Attakus. He's been here for a minute. Always love hearing what Attakus is up to. My boy. Ooh, those little perks on the side, I like those. Reminded me of like old Salerno vibes, On the Corner or something. Imagine if this song was like 135 BPM. Whoa. Alright. Caught me off guard there. Let me do that again. Well, you decide if that was too jarring or not. Okay, here's my thoughts. Maybe make it like half the length of that, and then maybe do this like the second time around. I don't know what's happening the second time around. I'm just thinking maybe for like the first drop that it is just maybe a little bit too much. Club out here being like anything under 135 ain't hitting no more. That's not entirely true, but it is kind of true a little bit. Yeah. Blaze, bro, I don't have my Discord and stuff open. If you could just like send a tune on the form, that'd be excellent. I'm sorry. I'd be interested in hearing this song with less swing. I don't like it. It's got a lot to it, and I think less swing might make it a little bit more drivey, a little more chunky. Yeah, inflation has been affecting my brain. Let's hear the second drop. I want to hear the. Hey, bro, I wouldn't do the same. That's such a cool glitchy thing. If you're gonna do it, do the second time around, make it a whole new cool glitchy thing. I think you can progress that along. I like the vocal, like the vibe. The mix is sounding really solid, dude. I think your mixing is getting excellent. So I think now you can flex in on a bunch of other things, man. Love it, dude. It's always so sick to hear the progress from you every single time, and so big love, bro. I'm excited to constantly be hearing new music from you. Okay, moving on. Edgar.
It's getting hot, I said. It's getting hot in here.
All right.
So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot.
One of the hottest vocals ever.
It's getting hot in here. So hot, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. I said it's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. It's getting hot in here. So
Hell yeah.
all your clothes. I am getting so hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
Okay, this is great. The vocals very much carrying the song though. And I mean, that vocal's so hot that it like will carry the hell out of it. It feels like the vocal's kind of just sitting on top of the track right now versus it being a part of the song. Maybe just adding a little bit of sidechain when the drop hits. I think the drums could be a little louder, a little more in your face. I think there's some room to try and integrate that vocal just in with the song a little more rather than having it sit on top. The lead is sick. Cool. Yeah, I think maybe the vocal could come down a little bit, and you can play around with it a little more. It feels like it's just kind of sitting there. But the idea is so sick. The vocal's super sick. Yeah, really, really, really solid. And this will do super well, man. You know people love the bootlegs. I would play a hot in here bootleg for sure, man. For sure. All right. Thanks for sending it in, bro. You always send in awesome stuff, and I love hearing from you. Long time sender to the stream, Edgar, for sure. Appreciate it, bro. Okay, let's do Seor. This one called Throw It Away. Seor, I think, was tuning in right from the beginning. Oh, this is the one that's D&B. Let's go. Oh, yep. Those chords are incredible. They sound so good. I think maybe just dial back the reverb a little bit. I don't think they need to be as big and expansive. I can kind of hear a lot of verb on them. Just dial back slightly. And then I think maybe you also have some pads and stuff that are playing at the same time. Maybe those pads can come down in volume. All this sort of atmospheric stuff, I just feel it can come down a little bit. Just make it a little, give it a little bit more room to breathe. I'd say the sub is a little loud too. Yeah, I'd say all those pads and stuff are feeling a little loud, especially when the vocals come in. They kind of are fighting with the vocal. The vocal could be a little clearer if those pads come down in volume.
Say you feel so lost without me. Oh, and you could laugh like you love me. I know you pray for us tonight. All the risk I've taken, all the love I've given.
Imagine this at 135 BPM.
For a little space, all the love we had, don't you dare forget. Throw it away for a little space on your own.
Something about chords like that are so... Oh, yeah. those are really nice. I love that. A little less reverb. Turn down some of those things. I don't know. Very emotive chords. It really hits the soul. I like kind of reminding me a little bit of John Hopkins, one of my favorite producers ever. If there's anybody here in the chat that has never listened to John Hopkins before, I want you to just pause the stream right now. Don't leave. Please don't leave. Just pause it. Open up Spotify or whatever listening platform you listen to. Put on Emerald Rush by John Hopkins and just close your eyes and just listen to it. Just close your eyes, listen to John Hopkins, Emerald Rush. And if you cry, maybe you will. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. All you folks who are music producers, you will definitely appreciate the art that is that. Okay. Muko, Ariel, comment ça va? My dude. Good to hear from you, bro. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Blaze Orange, I see your submission. Thanks, bro. Let's pull it up. I should probably wait until everyone comes back of listening to Emerald Rush, right? Y'all probably aren't even here anymore. You're just all listening to Emerald Rush, crying. All right, big dogs.
That's when that real dog come out.
Whoa. Okay, some of this stuff could come down in volume. Everything's feeling loud. Whoa, sick. I think some of the hi-hat things can come down. Like when it cut out there for a second. And then they came back in. Imagine this at 135. Fuck. I'm going to take that back. I'm never letting that down. I tuned into Cloverdale's stream and all he did was just tell me to turn it up. Turn up the BPM. Fuck. It's embarrassing. Let's keep going.
I get emotional about this. I'm about to cry because I care about y'all. Last year wasn't it. Last year, fuck got me angry, pissed. But this year, I'm trying to be better for y'all. When you see I'm tired, I'ma keep going. Remember your why. Remember what? That's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the court. And let the big dogs eat. Let them on the fucking field.
I don't know if that do. I think it is a bit much for the lead that you have, the big chunky bass line that you have underneath. Both are kind of pretty mid-rangey and they're fighting for space and loudness. I do like the energy and the groove on this tune, though. It's great.
That's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. All come out. All come out. All come out. All come out. That's when that real dog come out.
That do. You could have that be like a call and response with that other synth. The woo that comes in. Woo. Woo. Back and forth a little bit. Yeah, really solid stuff. I think this little breaking part in the middle really accentuate that build up. Maybe take the bass out of the kick, maybe some risers, really make that a build. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this one, bro. I like the energy on it. The speech is funny. Yeah, overall, solid stuff. Where's the vocal from? It's is it this guy? What Jamal Williams? Is it like a football player? I assume. I don't really sports at all. Let's pull up. Okay. Party Crasher, my dude. It's time. Hell yeah. Party Crasher from London, right? London, Ontario? Or is he from Winnipeg? I don't know. Canadian somewhere. All right, we got the classic Jack sample. Winnipeg, that's what I thought. I knew we met. Gigs in Winnipeg. So that synth that's hitting right there, sick, tons of energy. Just maybe a little bit less mid-range if you're going to do it at the same time as the vocal. They both feel like they're competing for... We didn't meet. I'm just imagining... Maybe I'm confusing you with somebody else, bro. Maybe we didn't meet. I've been there a couple times in Winnipeg. The song's feeling great. It feels like some things can come down in volume, though. It feels like everything is really, really loud. The energy on it's excellent, but I think some things need to come down in volume, and I think the mid-range is what's feeling extra busy to me. So maybe cut the mid-range a little bit on the bass, maybe cut the mid-range a little bit on the vocal, just some other things to let the whole track have a little bit more breathing room, a little bit. Maybe dial back the compression on certain things. Yeah. Yeah, all that synth stuff I think can go further in the background. It's all pretty loud, and just focus on the kick and the bass and the drums and the vocal. Those are the main elements, and all that other stuff is just extra goodness to kind of sit on top of it. It's extra icing on the cake, so they can go further back in the mix. Space Case, wow, my guy, thank you for actually taking the time to go listen to that. That's Space Case, a real one. Did anybody else actually take the time to go listen to the John Hopkins tune? Anybody else take it? But maybe they're still out there crying. It's a long song. It's like a 7 or 8 minute song. I don't have much on vinyl, but that's one of the few records that I got on vinyl for sure. It's incredible. Okay. Okay, let's pull up Doshi's tune. Doshi. My dude Doshi always sending in stuff. Love it, bro.
When we touch, I want no
sounding excellent on this. I think some of the syllables on that vocal might need to be warped a little bit that are just sounding a little weird at this tempo or this BPM. I think if you just maybe move them over a little bit and line them, you might have to manually go in and move some of the warp markers. There's a couple syllables. Most of it's on time, but there's a couple that just felt a little off. I was just reading I like the woo, and I had to go listen again. I'm like, oh, I do like the woo. The woo. A lot of glide on it. Wow, that's excellent, man. Really top tier. Let's see, second drop probably soon. Yeah, excellent. Vibey, my dude. Thank you for sending, man. That's like mix down on point, vibes on point. I really like it a lot. I kind of just enjoyed sitting there and vibing for a second. Yeah, all right. Let's where did it go? TKO Techno, you actually were one of the. It's funny, Adam was the first person to submit. It's like he probably has a timer on when I like post it that the demo stream's happening. TKO Techno was the second person to submit. It's funny. All right, Danny West. This one's called Rave on the Railway. Let's go. Techno. This is techno for sure. We like techno too, bro. Don't worry. This is pretty cool. We got a lot of stuff here. I think you could pay some more attention to the kick drum, especially a tune like this. It is a good, perfect kick will make all of the difference. I think you really got to dial that in a little bit. The one that you have right there, I feel like is lacking. It feels like it's very sub heavy and then kind of top end heavy and then missing that mid range pump. Even just like, I don't know. I don't actually know if you guys, like if I pull up, I think so actually, you'll be able to hear this. I'm just pulling up my splice. You can't see this, but let me just pull some of these kicks up. Oh yeah, hell yeah. My library. I'm just going to start producing on you guys. But let me see. Hear this one. And 1 second. Sorry. Even like this one has so much mid-range. that one is lacking. That one kind of just sounds floppy versus something like this that carries that mid-range tone. Even a dude that there's a splice pack by this guy Randomer. If you haven't heard of Randomer, in crazy hard techno stuff, but he has some really solid. Oh yeah, big dirty techno kicks like that one. Oh god. Anyways, there you go. Food for thought, because I think the rest of the track feels like it's working. It's just that kick needs to really hit, bro. You gotta do that. And maybe like if you're finding your kick isn't hitting, but the sample itself sounds great, then you gotta pay attention to everything else. And is everything else being sidechained? Do you say 50 tracks deep? That's probably pretty average. I would say most songs are probably, yeah. This is only the third track you've ever made. Holy shit. Well then, big fucking ups, bro. I would not have guessed that this is someone's like third song that you've ever made. My third song was garbage, bro. So like, don't stress. If this is only your third song, don't even worry about it. Just keep writing songs. Keep writing songs over and over and over again, and you'll get there. Referencing other tunes. Listen to your kick drum. Listen to another person's song. A/B back and forth. Yeah. Cool. All right. Rave on the Railway. Like the name, too. Thanks for sending in. Okay, who are we missing? Who still needs to have their song heard and we haven't listened to them yet? We can pull up. Let's pull up Dovzy. Dovzy? Am I saying that right? Dovzy? All right. Digging this vibe. The bass tone, oof, very nice. I want to hear a bit more of like a moment when it switches right in. I think cut off the delay to give a vocal that carries through. When it gets the drop, just get rid of the delay. Get rid of the delay, get rid of the reverb. Go from like this big wide empty vocal to like a super dry vocal. Right at it. I think it'll like make that switch up that much harder. I like that you're not trying to like overdo this or make everything too loud or too in your face. It feels like very tasteful in the mix. Great work. feel like you're probably going to want to have it progress a little further throughout. Maybe like harmonies of the vocal, or the vocal turns like more up an octave, or I'm not entirely sure, but I think it just listen. Yeah, that's my guess, is that you're probably going to want to have it continue to evolve over time. Really, really great vibe, though. Hey, I would agree. Everyone's been working with some really interesting vocals, for sure. This vocal's excellent. I don't know if it's you that did that. If so, it's excellent. Really, really, really solid stuff. Okie dokie. I'm going to pull up another track. In the meantime, I have to go to the washroom. These streams are long, so let me. Which one should I pull up? Okay, I'm gonna put up this one. Another whip of mine that I'll put up while I go to the washroom. All right. Okay, bye. I'll be back. We're back. I have a bubbly. Jolo, welcome. All right, Jolo. You were actually one of the first people to submit earlier in the week. So let's pull it up. Jolo, flashlights.
We up all night to chase that high. The music through our bodies makes us feel alive. Flashing lights and blurry eyes. The music through our bodies makes us feel alive.
I like this. This is very, very, very cool.
We up all night to chase that high. The music through our bodies makes us feel alive. Flashing lights and blurry eyes. The music through our bodies makes us feel alive. We up all night.
Wow, writing on this, excellent. I want to hear some of the effects there, like not as loud, a little less reverb, turn some of those effects down. Maybe that synth there that plays just a little quieter. The lead is cool, and the melody's okay. It's a little Kygo-y for me. If I don't know. Take what you will with that.
We up all night. Flashing lights.
Little empty there. I don't know what it needs.
We up all night to chase that high. The music through our bodies makes us feel
I like how it drops into it though. That's sick.
flashing lights and blurry eyes. The music through our bodies makes us feel alive.
Yeah, I dial down the reverb on some of those things. Yeah, this is sounding really, really solid. You have a really great tune on you here. Big ups. Supremo, we are still, we're gonna get through everybody else first. I'm ending the stream in 50 minutes, so we still have a bit of time, and I think we'll get through most people that have submitted. Should be pretty good. But yeah, submit it. We'll get to it. Let's do Cody. One Big Bang. Jolo, thanks again for sending that in, man. That is some quality stuff. You really have a great handle, especially on composition and songwriting and that side of things. It sounds okay, now for some heavy shit. I know it's going to be crazy because Cody writes some crazy heavy bass music. Let's see what we got. Love the trailer drums, classic. I think you have room for some other like things, elements, synthy bits, maybe a melody, maybe just something a little bit more to carry it through. I don't know. Not bad though. Wow, this is like pretty solid, bro. This is pretty. I mean, I don't listen to this type of music very much anymore. So, the snare, you can give it some room tone. Give the snare some reverb, a little bit of reverb on the snare. It's a little dry. You can get sexy with that. Maybe even if it's just like I always do it on a send hybrid reverb. Make sure down in the bottom that because it's on a send, it needs to be at 100% wet. And then I like to have a short release time, maybe like something under a second, and it can kind of create this cool little room tone. Or with the snare, you might want something a little longer. I don't know. Maybe. That big squawk, that sound that we're just hearing. I want to hear it with a layer of like dirty white noise, but then also just like some of the highs tamed a little bit. It's a little harsh in the highs. I don't know. but some white noise maybe layered with it could be cool, or just any sort of gritty texture. Hell yeah. Let's keep going. That bit's sick. Oh yeah. This is such an obnoxious song. I love it. Cody, big ups, man. It's sick to hear you progressing and that you're you can clearly tell that you're putting in a bunch of work. 'Cause it's not easy to get a track sounding that clean. Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's keep on keeping on. Okay. Foch, did you send one in? I'm not sure if I see that in here. Oh yeah, wait. Is it Francisco? Who else we got in here? Oh yeah, Quas has one, or Quas. Quas? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, man. Ooh. Ooh. This is cool. That's cool. I think the sub's a little loud. Sub is a little loud, but the vibe is on point. Sexy. I'm liking this a lot. I'm just vibing, man. Great work here. This build is fantastic. Yeah, I'd turn the sub down a little bit, and I think it'll let everything else breathe a little bit more. You might even be able to turn the kick up a little bit and maybe make it a little tighter. I think at this moment here, that should drop harder. A couple ways you can do that. One, I like to just put a volume automation on my master, and just in the build up, as that's building, I'll just turn it down a few dB, and then when the drop hits, it'll hit that much harder. That and maybe even just turning down. You have that lead carry on and continue. Maybe it gets like really sidechained and it like turns down like almost instantly when the drop hits in volume a little bit, a couple dBs, just so that you can then just really accentuate that the drums and the groove that they're taking over. Really, really solid stuff. So sick. Wow, what a nutty tune, man. Big ups, bro. You really top tier producer. Top tier. You got your great head on your shoulders. Okay. Fuck. I found it. Lose it. Sorry. It was at the top of the list. That's why. I think maybe the sub is a little loud when that's dropping. Also, maybe couple of these elements I think could come down in volume just as that's building. Similar to what we were talking about in the last track, but I think in this one even more so that some of those elements are getting really loud and the whole build is getting really loud, and so some bits are even sounding a little harsh. I think the crashes.
Lose your cool.
Sick. Vibe on this one's great, man. I like it a lot. My one thing is maybe I feel like this track relies heavily on the vocal, and that maybe you want to insert some sections in there somewhere that don't rely entirely on the vocal, that you let it breathe and that you don't overuse it, and that by the end of it that we're not tired of it. That's just my only word of caution. Yeah, 16th note bass lines, they do tickle, right? They're so chuggy along. Everything on the 16th is just where the energy is at. That's it. Hell yeah. Thanks so much, dude, for sending. It's always great. You send it almost every time, man. It's so sick. So really, really appreciate it. Okay, who's waiting on a tune right now? Send a bunch of emojis in the chat right now. If you're in the chat listening and we haven't listened to your tune, just send a ton of emojis. Just send a whole thing, bunch of emojis. Pick your favorite one and just launch it. A bunch of them. Also, we'll see how much of a delay is going on right now on this stream, because I know I have kind of shitty internet, and I think it's on like quite a bit of a delay. Okay, there we go. Okay, Francisco, I did see yours. Let's pull that up. All right, Francisco, let's pull it up. All right. This emoji list is how I'm going on. All right, this one's called Remix. Is it a remix? Let's see. Okay. So, dude, great energy on this. I love like the direction you headed. Very, very bass house fun vibes. So these leads that you got in here, they are always going to be really, really tough to mix in, because they are really wide. They take up a lot of the frequency range. They have a lot of mid range. They got a lot of highs. They're loud. So I would start by first, like whatever patches you're using, trying to minimize the amount of effects you're using, especially sort of stereo imaging effects, choruses, that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I think those sounds can be a lot stronger and a lot cleaner. So that's why you start there. Start by removing them, and then you can slowly start to bring them back on and just add them a little bit to taste. Those sounds that are very wild and bass housey can take up like a lot in the frequency range, but you want to make sure that they have something in the sub that like is almost following a same pattern that's going to kind of back it up. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of like mixing those types of sounds is really challenging, and the simpler the better oftentimes. Hopefully that makes sense. Also, let me just listen to the drums for a second, because I think the drums are all right. What I want to hear more is maybe like a groove in the sub, right? The sub just feels like it's very vroom, 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 but I think it could the sub could be loud or a little bit and like groove and punch in and back and forth with the kick a little bit more, to create a little bit more of a groove. It's feeling just a little monotonous maybe. You want to have it playing a little bit back and forth. Okay. Sick, dude. Sick stuff. Thanks so much for sending in. I appreciate it always. And best of luck on the journey, man. Okay. Let's keep going back to the emojis. Seeing who we're missing. Supremo, Player 8, Cute Mode. All right. Ezenolex. Ezenolex? Am I saying that right? All right. Uploading Mike's music without his consent. Prank gone wrong in the hood. Oh, sick. Cool. Okay. Okay, Mike. I hear you. Wow. Okay. Who's Mike? Okay, what the fuck? What? Mike. Who's Mike? Is this actually Mike's music? Whose song is this? Is this Zenax's music? Or is it Mike's music? I don't know. But it's great. Yeah, we need the 8-minute version for sure. I'm also going to need there's no breakdown in it yet, but that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to like really break this down, cut out the drums, build it up, then drop it back in. And I was really just vibing. He's your friend that you produced with. We both made that. That's really funny. Okay. Part of me was hoping, no, dude, you crushed it with this, but part of me was hoping that this was like maybe a homie of yours that was kind of embarrassed to share his music with people, and that you like took his music and uploaded it to send it to me so that you could be like, look, Cloverdale likes like your music, you should share it with more people. Anyways, but that's why I was like uploading Mike's music without his consent. Prank gone wrong. Oh, fucking hilarious. Anyways, you guys, regardless, you guys should keep this up, man. Keep it up. I don't really have too many notes at all because like I just am excited to see where it goes. I want to hear a super sick breakdown, bunch of leads. Killed it. Really killed it. Why is it called that though? It's funny. You did make it public, which is crazy. Not even private. That's just totally public. People can anybody here can just go listen to that right now. It's on Zenax. Dude, I'm sorry if I keep saying your name wrong. All right. Boom. Let's see. Okay, let's do Supremo. And we got cube mode. Oh, also Rise of the Jellyfish. Actually, Rise of the Jellyfish we should pull up first because they submitted like days ago. And they just days ago. Bro, guys, you sent 4 songs. You can't do that. So we're just listening to the first one.
Hey honey, drop, lick it
I think I'd probably turn the hat down a bit. It's feeling like a little busy. I think the pads in the background can probably come down a little bit. And maybe the clap, it feels like you have like maybe a few layers in the clap. I don't know if it needs to be as like chunky and layered. Maybe like a shorter, smaller, tighter, smaller type clap might just lead for the rest of the track to have a little bit room to breathe. Because you have those perks that are... The perks are like taking a lot of space and kind of energy and are sort of like where your brain's leading to.
Hey, honey, drop, lick it off your fingertips. Make my body curl against the trembling pressure of your lips. Know I feel you coming up, so close, looking so.
The vocal's feeling really mono right now. Curious to hear it like spread a little bit, make it maybe a little bit more stereo. Also maybe a little bit quieter, but maybe a little bit of side chain.
Picture perfect boy, you're just the right dose. Ready antidote, kissing every part of me, making me invincible. You keep.
Yeah, cool tune though. I'm digging it, boys. Well done, good vibe on it, and yeah, thanks for sending. Hopefully, those tips help you dial that in. Okay. Thanks for sending. I'll skip ahead to the second. Yeah, I feel like maybe some of those leads, there's like a new lead that you add in there. I feel like some of them may be conflicting with each other, and it's hard to feel like which one is they almost feel like they're all doing their own thing and in their own world, like they're not all tied cohesively together. I don't know if that feedback makes sense, but I'd maybe explore maybe removing some of those, simplifying it in a way, or just picking and choosing some ones that aren't clashing as much. Cool. All right. But thanks for sending, guys. Killing it as always. Always great to hear from you. Big love from Halifax to Edmonton, my guys. The Rise of the Jellyfish guys fucking grind. I see them grinding all the time. I got mad respect for that. All right. Supremo. This one's called Virus. I love this little artwork thing. Like CRT kind of vibes. Sick. And I love a good bit crush, so we're off to a good start. Little harsh. Oh, God. Oh, no. I didn't know this is where we were going. Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Virus.
No, I'm coming back. That was fucking, what the fuck? Wow. That was awesome. I love that. I don't listen to a lot of this dubstep anymore, and that was fucking sick. That was sick. The only thing, like, you'll probably figure this out when you, like, totally finish it, because I know it's a whip. It, like, you have some room to squash it a little more. Just looking at the waveforms there, your snare's, like, kind of still a little louder. You can just clip it even more. Clip that shit. But you clearly know how to clip things. I don't need to explain clipping to you, because you very much understand The art of clipping. I can fucking wow. That was crazy, bro. I love that. I love that.
Digital. Virus. Digital.
Sick. Sick. Wow. Now I literally just want to go listen to a fucking bunch of dubstep right now. Anybody else sitting in dubstep? Okay. Let's pull up cute mode. Cute mode. Up next. Oh, hello. Very different vibe.
The rhythm is a killer, grab the mic, make the real dead killer. The rhythm is a killer, grab the mic, make the real dead killer. The rhythm is a killer, grab the mic, make the real dead killer. The rhythm is a killer, grab the mic, make the real dead killer. The rhythm is a killer, grab the mic, make the real dead killer.
Okay. You have a couple things there that are clipping. Might be something in the percussion in the low end, maybe. I love this vocal though. Leave room for some like textures. Put some textures in there underneath. This is fun. Maybe like a couple, like, I don't know, like a low tom that just hits occasionally. Some sort of percussive element, but a low percussive element. Could be another kick sample or a low tom or like a little bass hit or something that maybe just hits on the 16th or like the swung 16th, just to give it a little bit of boom, a little bit of pabunk, pizzazz. I don't know if any of those terms make sense. But there's just some room in there. It feels, I love the emptiness of it. I'm not saying you should like fill it right up. You shouldn't. But yeah, I think this is sounded great. Yeah, I don't. The clipping could be coming from maybe side chaining. Could be coming from maybe another element that has too much sub or bass that's happening at the same time as the sub or the bass, something like that. But really, really cool stuff. I like the vibe. You can probably fill out the breaks a little bit more with some, even just some very quiet atmospheric string stuff, patty things, but very, very quiet. You can even roll off the high end if you want to keep it real dark like you have it. Yeah. Solid stuff, my dude. I enjoy the bop. Boppity bop. That one was pretty boppy. Okay. Let's pull up. I'm just going off that emoji shout off that I did a while ago. Who am I missing? Player 8. All right, player 8. Let's pull him up. I'm only rocking for 15 more minutes, so folks who have been here for a long time, let me know. Folks who've just submitted in the last sort of 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to try my best to get to you, but I am going to call her in sort of 15 minutes, so I'm going to try my best. We're pulling up player 8.
Can you meet me? Can you meet me? Can you meet me on the dance floor? Yeah, I see you on the dance floor. Can you meet
Adolfo, I have your track here. I'll get it up. We'll get you up next.
Can you meet me? Can you meet me? Can you meet me? Can you?
Sick. Solid mix down on this. I want to hear, I don't know, I'm a fan of tighter, shorter claps a little bit. This clap is just, it's feeling loud and big, and I think you can get a little meaner, dirtier with a tighter, shorter one, maybe.
Can you meet me? Can you meet me?
So this is sounding great. It's sounding mixed and produced really well. My challenge for you now is like, how can you take this song and interject some stuff that really makes it super unique and makes it your own and makes it stand out from the pack? I think, like listening to it now, it sounds excellent, but there's not much in it that I think stands out that makes it unique and makes it like, I think you can really like introduce some different synths. Maybe you can introduce a different vocal texture or rhythm or groove or something, because you have such a solid foundation. The drums and the groove is amazing, so it's all that stuff on top. What can you do to like, make this one truly step outside of the box and feel super fresh? So big ups, because you clearly have a dope head on your shoulders when it comes to producing. So just try and really push yourself now to push it on the, how can I make something that is unlike anybody else and that nobody's heard before and that sounds like nobody else. And hell yeah. And I mean, dude, if you're having a tough time, like sometimes the best thing to do is just like start a new project, especially if you're like in this, earlier stage. Because right now it sounds like you have a really dope head on your shoulders for producing, but what you need to flex is your idea muscle. And if you just fixate on just writing one song and focusing on one song for a long time until it's perfect, you're not flexing your idea muscle. So sometimes it's good to just try and write 10 drop ideas and then pick your 2 favorite drop ideas and finish them. You're going to get much better results that way, because you spent far more time on the ideas versus, sometimes we just will start an idea and then we'll just keep working on it until it's like done. But it might be better to just write a bunch of ideas and then finish the good ones. I don't know. That's my advice. Great stuff, though. Sounds excellent. Mixed down excellent. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's do Foer. Is your artist name? Adolfo? I'm really bad at pronouncing things. That's bouncy. I'd say the sub is a little loud. You could probably turn the sub down a little bit.
Got it, mommy. Yeah, got it by me. Yeah, them bricks right by me. John, got it. Told you origami. Told you don't talk about me. Pull up, it's my hobby. Pull up, John, got it. Yeah, got it, mommy. Yeah, got it by me. Yeah, them bricks right by me. John, got it. Told you origami. Told you don't talk about me. Pull up, it's my hobby. Pull up, John, got it. Yeah, got it, mommy. Yeah, got it, mommy. Yeah, them bricks right by me. John, got it. Told you origami. Told you don't talk about me. Pull up, it's my hobby. Pull up.
I'm wondering of like ways you can maybe expand on that bass line a bit. Maybe it has like a turnaround moment, or it feels like the bass line kind of just over time kind of just grooves along a little bit. And I want to know how you could maybe spice it up. Maybe every 4 bars it goes doo-doo-doo-doo, and it has another fill or something, or I don't know. I think there's something you could explore there. I like the vocal a lot. That synth that you have happening at the same time, I think you could probably roll off some of the high end, maybe turn it down. At least do that when the vocal's playing. Maybe you open it up later on, like when the vocal's not happening. But when the two are happening at the same time, they're clashing a little bit.
Told you origami. Told you don't talk about me. Pull up, it's my hobby. Pull up, John Gotti. Yeah, I got it, mommy. Yeah, I got it by me. Yeah, them bricks right by me. Pull up, it's my hobby. Pull up, John Gotti. Yeah, I got it, mommy.
Sick. Dope vibe on that one, bro. Thanks for sending. Appreciate it. Sorry if you were waiting a while. Yeah, we'll get through what we can. Okay, I'm just looking up here in the chat. All right, well, I'll do Myris. I'll try and get Chandler James and Fly By Night. We only got 10 minutes, so I'm going to try and speed round these. Sorry, guys, but we'll try and get through them.
But you only meet the light when it's
I think this whole section doesn't need to be this long. I know it's like probably like the drum intro, but I think you can have it progress a little further. Maybe introduce a lead or something.
Close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only meet the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
All right, cool. I think you have some room for some like more lead work, some other fills and stuff. It does feel like it kind of just trucks along, but like mixing, sounding great, vibe. You really did a good job there, man. So big ups. Okay, let's keep on. See what we got. Let's do Chandler James. Chandler, my dude, you're. All right. Vega. Love it. we're vibing. I think there's a lot of room here to kind of introduce a few more elements that maybe get brought in the background, other effects, and maybe drums get introduced independently over time. Reference tracks will help for ideas on where those can come in and out. Nice. Giving me sort of like Eric Prydzi vibes. Yeah, I think maybe the hats and cymbals and stuff could be a lot tighter, a little more 16th notes. Yeah, just a little tighter, and maybe the lead could have a little bit less reverb, and maybe the lead could be a little tighter too. I think the tighter things are, you'll have an easier time mixing them all because they'll be taking up a little bit less space. Really good vibe on this one. Yeah, I think referencing some other tunes will help you, especially with levels and mixing, and also maybe where certain things like come in and out and stuff like that. So yeah, big ups. Okay, let's do Fly By Night. We said we would, and unfortunately, anybody that's just submitting in the last few minutes, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to get to them. I do have to go. I'm trying to do my best to get through as many here as we can. Okay, Fly By Night, Talk Dirty. Sick. I think there's some room here, maybe some other like perk elements, maybe like a tom or some like maybe synth stabs. Like what can like make this track stand out other than just like the bass line and the vocal, you know? Cool. I like the dark vibe on it. I see what you're going for. I think maybe some more like starts and stops, and also maybe just pay a lot more attention to sort of how the drums are grooving and interacting with each other. Get those drums to feel super, super dancey, and that'll kind of help the rest of the track feel a little bit lighter and on its toes. Right now it's feeling a little, I don't know, aggressive's not the word, but kind of like right on the beat. Hell yeah. Okay. Anyways, I think we're going to wrap her there. I'm sorry if we didn't get to you guys, the last few folks that submitted in the last bit, but I do these every month. Next month will be, I think it's May 30th. Do I have that in? May 30th. We'll do it in the evening, so some other people can check it out in the evening. As well, I'm in the process of formulating a bit of a mentorship program. There's a link in the description below. If that interests you, hit the link, and there's a couple questions. I'm just trying to see what type of program people might want. So fill it out. Let me know what you think. Would love to sort of help some of you guys along your production journeys and your journeys as artists, even more so. And anyways, that would be a lot of fun. Hope to see some of you guys soon. This is a blast. Love you all. And see ya next month. Okay, peace, bye.